I'm Sam Poongavanon. I am from Mauritius. In 1985, I was arrested for a case of murder, and then which falsely accused. Then in 1987, the Assize Court in Mauritius, the highest court, 9 members of the juries unanimously found me guilty as charged, and the judge sentenced me to death. So I was in the death row. I didn't believe myself. So I was asking, is there a God? So I started to searching myself, trying to understand myself. I was in a confinement cell. My day was counting. So I can see the light half an hour in the morning and a half hour in the evening. So 23 hours upon 24, I was in the confinement cell. So when a detainee came and asked if he can give me a book, so at that time, don't come to talk about God and all that. I was fully depressed. I didn't believe anything. But just to please that detainee, I took that book and I threw it on the table, and the officer just locked up. So at night, I just take that book. So I just read a small prayer that the sadhu was doing. But the next morning, I wanted to read that book. I can't explain, but I didn't. Got the book of 200 pages. It was in French. I started reading it non-stop. I didn't go out. At 11 p.m., when I finished that book, Jesus has done many, many miracles in that book. I couldn't believe it. So that night, I challenged Jesus. I said, Jesus, if really you are a living God, if really you have done all these miracles, you don't know my heart. If you take me out from that death row, I'll go in the world and say, Jesus, you are alive. I stayed 5 years in that confinement cell waiting for other appeals from London. Then I received President Grace. They commuted my death sentence to 20 years imprisonment without release on parole. So at that time I have already given my life to the Lord and all that. So I was blessed, and I thank the Equip team for blessing me through this notes and leadership training. And when I heard about salt and light, when I see my past, how the Lord has transformed me inside the prison, how that makes a difference. Prisons is like a world of darkness. When I receive Jesus Christ in my life, all my character, my behavior, even the prison officers, even the higher, begin to respect me. So I think I couldn't explain, but I'm telling all this just to glorify God, to praise the Lord, what He has done in my life. I am not a hero, I am not a superhero, but I would say Jesus is a hyperhero. I don't find the exact word what he did in my life. So I encourage people continue to believe. The only thing what John Maxwell taught is changing your mindset is changing your life.